Alright, another Deus 2 HF2 Coil boot camp video, okay? You go Ring Crusaders out there, you know, this is good information. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's 8:28 in the morning here. This is the HF2 Coil version 3.10. Now, you've got all kinds of detectorists out there, and they run their machines different ways. There is a go ring down there. You might see it down there. You see the set sticking out? You see what's over it there. That ring may evade quite a few detectorists, okay? They're not digging everything. If they're select digging, the equipment they're using, they may not know how to get a clue that something higher conductive maybe than that foil is down there, okay? And not every machine is easy to switch settings around on, you know, in the wild. Some are very cumbersome compared to others. This one happens to be probably top grade. How about that shit? So you're out in the wild and you're running. Now I've got this machine set up. I'm running a notch of 11 to 40 in the multi-frequency. Now I'm only going to show the 89 kilohertz band here. You purchasers, users of this call, you can experiment with some different multi-frequency bands if you so wish, okay? This is single frequency 15.1 kilohertz. All right, there's no notch in the machine. Large ID selected. So you see that. Well, some people may think that's out of go ring range, or maybe it's trash. You know, I'm going to sweep them over here even. That was 2.5. You heard in the mono program 15.1 kilohertz. What I have done on this machine to show you how easy this is, I have set up two adjacent programs. Okay, and they are both running on the 89 kilohertz multi-frequency band, the exact same frequency. We happen to be in channel 0. That's where we're at. I'll do a noise cancel on it and let it go where it wants to go. We'll pretend you're out in the wild using this thing and you're wanting to do a noise cancel. So let's see where it went. Okay, it's on channel 1. The other program over here is set up the same way. Don't pay attention to the title because I'm just using these as adjacent programs in this machine, okay? So they're in the same exact frequency. You see that. Now, this program here has a, whoops, they're identical except that has a reactivity setting of 0. Okay? This program over here is set up with a reactivity of 2.5. That would be probably more of a hunt program for you. Now remember what I said the notch was in both of these programs, 11 through 40. So you're out and you're on a go ring crusade. Now you can dig high conductors with 11 through 40 notch too. Okay, so you come over this target here. Now this is the program here that's got the 2.5 reactivity. Listen. So I've got 45 in the meter. 44. I come over here. You see what I've got in that meter? So I've got that signal there, okay? One push of a button. Now I'm at reactivity 0. Listen. You see what that ID has done? The ID has actually come up. Now I'm going to go back to the 2.5 reactivity, okay? You hear that? That's about an inch over that foil right there right now. You hear that? Now I just transitioned. You hear that? The signal signature has changed, huh? It sounds like it's a bigger target almost, don't it? Okay, so now I'm back. Make sure I don't get mixed up here. Okay, here's the 2.5 from over here. You see how I'm sweeping? Alright. Now I just changed. You hear that? Now I'm going to go back to 2.5. You see how that ID likes to drop a point or two, but listen to the audio. One more time over here. 2.5 for speed. Now I could be running speed 3 here too, okay? Here's 2.5 again, listen. Now I just transitioned to 0 reactivity. So if you've seen that in the wild, you may become suspicious. Now, notice where this gold ring is at. Let me move this board over here. Look where that gold ring is. It's practically under that foil. Okay. I'll move this board over. You see that ring sitting there. I guess I better add this at the end of this video because so people understand. Okay, there's the foil. The gold ring is not here anymore, okay? Now the machine is still set up with an 11 to 40 notch, reactivity 2.5 and 0. Okay, here's the reactivity 0 with 11 through 40 notch. Notice no signal. If I mash the ground balance button, we see 34 in the window. I deselected large ID. Here's 89 kilohertz band, speed 2.5 with 11 through 40 notch. Notice, no signal. Mashing the ground balance button removes the notch and you see that 34 there. Okay? So that foil reads 34 and that ring solo reads about 55. Okay, now here's the foil without the gold ring down there, okay? I took the notch out of the machine. Okay, this is going to be 2.5. Listen. You hear that. This is reactivity 0. 2.5. Reactivity 0. So we hear something different with that gold ring down there than we do with just a foil, don't we? Now this is external speaker. Reactivity 0. Reactivity 2.5. Reactivity 0.